Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the very first episode of the BearlyMen Podcast. I am Zell Venter, and my co-host.
I am Benjamin White, or Ben White, however you guys want to prefer to call me. But
The Flash.
The Flash. Insanely fun. So yes, this is our first video. We've had many hours of contemplating what to talk about, because we talk about one thing and then it leads off to other things, because that's just how we are. So if you guys like that, stay around. We literally do it all the time. We're just so many jump cuts. But yeah, we really want to do like topics each week or each month.
Yeah, we'll go monthly topics and then we'll dive into subtopics. So we upload once a week on Sundays, was it?
Yeah, on Sundays.
Yeah, Sundays. So we'll have a topic for each month. We could eventually dive into like bigger topics that cover like a space of 3 months. So that'll be like 12 episodes and just one big topic. And we're just going to be talking about like things from young men's perspectives as we're entering manhood. You can see we're trying to grow out some beards. He can grow
you're a
up.
man.
Huh?
You're a man.
I identify as a frying pan.
Oh, a frying pan? Oh.
Yeah. That's what I meant, like pan, not man. You must have misheard.
I identify as a platypus. So.
You're out of your element, mate.
Big nose, big tail.
You're out of your element.
Yeah, let me get back
Get
to
an element, you put a pan on the element.
Puns
coming through. Dislike.
Dislike and left.
Reported. Physical abuse and shit.
You're gonna hear
Anyway.
less squeak.
So we're gonna be talking about topics each month. This first month we haven't decided yet, so make sure you comment down below. Give us some suggestions what you want to hear us talk about. So it's all from our perspective, the way we see the world. And I'm just gonna say from the get-go, I'm a very stubborn, opinionated person. A lot of people won't agree with my opinions, but
Yeah.
that's just who I am, and I'm not gonna change that.
That's why I think we work so well together, because you're really like on that opinion and I'm more like free going. I'm
You're
like
very open-minded. I'm like, no.
yeah, you're like, nah, this is the point we gotta get to. We gotta do this. Nothing's gonna change my mind. I'm like, oh, well, you know.
Well, what if you did this?
Eventually we might get to somewhere, but we're having fun along the way. And you're like, no.
It's serious. We
Goals,
gotta get
ambitions.
very serious.
Straight to that.
But yeah, we should probably introduce our age as well. Introduce our age.
I mean, a lot of people think I'm like 22.
You are. So he's my older brother.
Yeah, hi.
He's 22. I'm only 15. No, in all seriousness, I'm 18.
I'm only 17, yeah.
He's still legally a child.
Younger. I get so many messages. People are like, you know, on that one. They're like, how are you? 17. You're like, you have a beard and you like look like you're 22. I got someone that was like, are you 36? I'm like, no, I don't want to be 36.
He's talking about Grinder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Why does it set me up, bro?
You set yourself up. It was there for the taking. I took it.
You threw it up and you just caught it. You're like,
Dude, I threw it up and fucking served it. Fucking
when you're driving over,
served it on
thinking
my
that.
frying pan.
you're thinking like, alright, what am I going to get Ben with today? And you're like,
I gotta sabotage this, man.
and then Ben just put it on a plate and you're like, I'll take that.
Right, get some seconds. I need some more.
The
Anyway,
back to the topic.
back to the topic.
Back to the introduction.
So our name, BearlyMen, there's a play on words if you couldn't tell. So it's spelled like the animal bear, because eventually one day in the future we're gonna be. Are you gonna look like a bear?
I want to keep growing this
Yeah.
out, but with work and all that nonsense.
Yeah, he's got a job unlike me.
We had
And yeah, I said fuck that.
weighing up the options.
So we're gonna look like bears eventually, somewhat like bears. We're both gonna have beards. If you've watched Vikings and you've seen Rollo, I'm gonna eventually get to that stage with my appearance and everything. So we'll eventually get to that. But the play on words is because we're barely men, we're entering manhood. So that's why it kind of works.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
the context behind our name.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It actually was a little bit easier to come up with the name. It was harder in the beginning, and then we like got to a name. We're like, that works.
Yeah.
Because, you know. And then the logos, as you guys can see, YouTube videos. We were super happy with them.
Yeah. Simplicity. simplistic.
Simplic.
Blah, blah.
Simply a prick.
Oh,
Oh,
feelings, man.
play on word.
The ambitions we have for this podcast is we want to create a safe environment for all young men and women included if they're interested.
Yeah.
To all come and we can just build this beautiful community where we can all come, we can discuss things we're dealing with, because like the quote goes, iron sharpens iron, men sharpen men. So we just build this beautiful community that we can all just help each other to improve, to develop into strong masculine men that the world is starving for. We need more leaders, and we're young leaders. Obviously we're going to make a lot of mistakes on these podcasts, say things that we shouldn't have said, but it's the only way we're going to learn, and the only way we're going to grow is through failure. So yeah, we just had to get that out there. So just feel free to comment whatever you want to comment down below. We're always going to hit you up in the comments, just talk. And obviously comment down below like things you want us to talk about. If say you're going through like some really hard times like through your life, no matter what it is, we're going to support you, because a lot of people feel very alone.
Yeah. And
especially like men are always like,
there's such a high chance that we've gone through some things that you can say, and even if you haven't, we can put our opinion, as much as it might not be correct or you might not think it's right. We can put our opinion on your ideas and thoughts and what you're struggling through, and if that helps and getting right on the money spot, that's really good for some people. I was going to say something else, but I forgot.
It's alright, I've got something. It's always good to hear different opinions from different perspectives, like, because we all come from different backgrounds, we all have different morals and standards, and it's always good to hear, like, say you've been trying really hard to get this one thing accomplished, but it's just every time you try doing it this way, it's not working. We could give you maybe something you hadn't thought of, like maybe a blind spot, to try that, and you could be like, oh shit, I didn't even realize that. Alright, wow. And then set you up for greatness.
Exactly. But yeah, this is definitely, you know, safe spot. Like, you guys chuck anything in the comments, we'll try to respond, try and maybe do videos on it if there's comments similar to that topic. But we definitely want it to just be like, you know, that's why it's also just like every Sunday, one, because we got great busy lives, which is great. But other than that, like, it's just like vibing every Sunday. Like, you'd be like, okay, cool, the podcast is going to be up, let's see what they have. You know, eventually in time we might do it twice a week, fitting that schedule wise, but at the moment, starting small, you know, working up towards it, ambitions and goals we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, that's mainly like, you know, once a week. It's like, cool, you know, we guarantee they're uploading once a week. We get to watch it, you know, chilling, just vibing. And what do we want to go for? About 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Yeah, we'll stick to shorter, like 20 to 30 minute podcasts.
We'll start it off shorter for you guys, so you, like, you know, build up to it. Like it, then we'll like put them out 20 minutes.
We can always extend it to like much longer podcasts. It just
exactly,
because we're starting out, no one knows who we are yet. So if we just keep it short and sweet, there's some good
shout
context.
out to you guys watching.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in at the moment. But definitely, yeah. So we'll talk about ambition and goals at the moment. So pretty much, I'm gonna categorize them. That didn't come out right, but you know. So it's like, you know, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, kind of traits like that. So currently, you know, for the next 6 months, just want to get used to that's my goals. What are my goals? I want to get used to, you know, the uploading schedule being like, okay, every Sunday, bring that one out, you know, getting eventually to the part where it's like, okay, maybe we'll do 2 a week, or we'll do longer ones, and just vibing with you guys all the time, being like, you know, this guy, he always comments, always does that, we chat to him, just like picking up our community, the audience, you guys, you know, absolutely having a blast with talking about things that you guys want to hear about. Because if we chat about things that you guys are like, you know, it's good, but you know, that doesn't affect me, then we'll be like, okay, change the topic, what do we want to talk about that affects you?
Yeah.
Back in.
Yeah, 6 months from now, where are we? We are February, we'll be like June, I think. I don't know the maths, I can't be bothered. Roughly midway through 2020. Yeah, just we gotta set these foundations for this beautiful community we want to build. I know we're gonna get a lot of hate towards us, because for some reason society doesn't like it when men form strong communities together. They always have to like break it up. They just can't handle it. and we're gonna get. I can already see it. I'm gonna get a lot of, from my opinions. I don't know, because we're not gonna share the same opinions on everything.
Exactly. We're always gonna be somewhat different.
A lot of people are gonna call me a misogynist.
Yeah.
For my opinions, I'm not sexist. I'll let that out from the beginning. It's just I'm the way I see things is from a very conventionally masculine perspective. Because I don't know if you've heard of the red pill. Have you heard of that? The red pill philosophy?
I don't know. Heard of it?
It's basically, that's the way I see things through. I'm still learning a lot about it though. I'm reading the books about it. If you heard of the rational male, I'm reading through those things.
Nice.
It's very awakening. I highly suggest you watching it if you're interested in just switching up the way you see the world. Go have a read of the rational male. I'd suggest it to you as well. It's eye-opening. It's a great stuff. But yeah, 6 months from now, I just want to have, just like you said, like just building up this beautiful community. I don't care about how many subs or anything we've got.
Like,
as long as we've got a nice community.
I don't set up goals, to be honest, with a lot of things. A lot of my friends would. But you know, just having a community, just knowing you guys, like, not rely on us, but you know, like, it's like, oh, every Sunday they bring out stuff, it's great, we get to listen to it. It's just a moment where, like, everything is what the ultimate goal for me be, like, everything zones out that you're thinking about on a day-to-day basis, and you just hone in and listen to us. It kind of sounds a bit bad, but like, you just listen to us and everything just like goes away, and you're just so peaceful and quiet, just listening to the podcast, nice and genuine, just being there talking about a topic. And then, you know, eventually it stops, and you know, go back to your day-to-day basis, and then it comes back up. But kind of sounds a little bit bad how I'm saying it, but you know,
no.
You know,
it's like you're gonna enter a flow state.
Exactly, enter a little bit of a like separate like a separate room in your house where like it's just like perfectly cut out of everything else. You can't hear anything else. Only thing that matters.
Like you enter a state of tranquility.
Exactly.
But like, because I'm not going to bring religion into our podcast a lot, but the way I see it is the way what God has set out for my life is, my purpose is to be that role model of positive masculinity. I'm working very hard at getting there. Obviously, I've sorted out our tribe. That's very important for a man to have. I'm just trying to get there. I'm very young. I've got a lot to learn, but that's ultimately my purpose, and I feel like this is a good way through podcasts to reach millions of people. That's if we can reach millions of people.
Yeah,
that would be insane.
That would be blow my mind.
If we could touch just one person, like,
that's the ultimate goal.
That sounded really fucking weird.
Nah, you know, in a spirit.
If we can connect to one person,
in a mind.
That's a better word. Connect. Then I'll be happy.
Exactly. Like, you know, you get all those YouTubers saying like, oh, we get so many messages. Like the people that genuinely like really the subscriber base. Yeah. But like they get those messages. Oh, you saved my life. So funny, so open, and always talk, you always life feels so much better. Those are like the not hard hitting facts, but those things genuinely fill you with so much joy. Like those things, like especially when people compliment you.
Yeah.
Like even if you go like, oh, you know, those people ever like feel anything, and then eventually they come up to you one day. This happened to me once. They're like, you know, everything you do, I'm just always so thankful for what you do and all the stuff. And you just like so like, oh,
hits you in the feels.
Thank you so much. But you know, that's the thing with different topics that we talk about. 1 month it might be like, oh, you know, I can relate to that, and the next one's just like hard hitting. Definitely can relate to this. Like really in there, I need to hear this right now.
Yeah,
it opens up a lot of things and
follow the hard pills.
What we want come from.
We want to talk about sensitive topics as well. We're not going to just sit at the surface of the water. We're going to dive to the bottom of the ocean.
Just
some
like
people need to hear.
Yeah, we're just putting our opinions in. So everyone has different opinions. Some are better than others. Some aren't great, you know. But everyone has opinions. Everyone should be recognized for their opinion. People just.
If you get offended, that's on your part. That is your problem. Because you can choose how you react to words that are said. You can either choose to get angry and upset, or you can choose to just accept that that person said that and be like, okay, well, that's his opinion. If you don't agree with it, that's entirely up to you. You don't have to. You don't have to get upset. That's the thing. People are so soft nowadays. Like you say one bad thing to them, then my whole day's ruined. Oh, what? Overthink it and shit. It's like it doesn't matter. Life's too short. Life goes by like a shadow. It's like mist, steam. Life is over already. So why waste your time?
Like that's the thing, and we don't mind. You guys can come and leave, go as you please. I mean, you know, if you only watch one, you're like, you know, this is we're gonna vibe with them. You know, that's completely fine. You may go off. You can do what you want with your day. Eventually, you go like, oh yeah, we'll go back and see it. Back, still don't like your opinion.
Yep, true.
But you know.
Okay, so ambitions for 1 year.
Ambitions for 1 year. So that's next year, 2021. Almost March. Almost March the 1st. 27th. March, but
Pretty much.
so a whole year, because a lot will happen in. You'll get that one video out that will be.
Oh yeah.
That one thing. Then you'll probably pursue more.
So a bit of context for that is I got my own YouTube channel. He's got his own as well. I've mentioned in a video that I was working on something for 6 months, but I might have to extend that to 12 months. Yeah. And so that's the video that he's talking about that I'm going to drop.
Exactly, which would be 3 months, whole year. Yeah. The whole thing. But definitely a lot will happen in a year. Most things like, oh, you know, a year's kind of like, yeah, it's all right. But a year can go quick or can go super long. But you got to think, you know, you got all the holidays, you got your birthdays, your friend's birthday, people moving away. Some people, unfortunately, if they pass away, you know, a lot of things can happen. So where I see the channel in a year, you know, just running, just vibing, you know, hanging out. Still, like, I want our beginning goal to be the same as our ending. The whole thing, to be, you know, nothing amazing, like hysterical, nothing absolutely outrageous. Like, you know, first things to connect with people, realize it, and in a year's time, it's still, you know. Yeah, we definitely want to keep the same goal as the beginning. So, you know, like the beginning, we want to connecting with people, and then definitely like in a year's time, we just want to be still, you know, connecting with the base of subscribers that we have. I guarantee that it won't blast off, but we will have some people that will absolutely love this. That will just definitely, we just want that to be the goal in a year's time, even like 3 years time, 5 years time, if we keep going. But, you know, definitely just connecting with you guys and seeing how your lives are without us.
I just had an interesting idea. I was thinking maybe if we build a big enough community, maybe we can sort out this sort of like meetup that we do for like over a week. We like go into the mountains or something. We go like hunting, we go camping, we do bushcraft, do some MMA type shit, like axe throwing. Just
exactly. You guys will get to know us a little bit better.
We don't just connect, like we just bring a small group with us up into the mountains. We just all just we go as a tribe and just go conquer
that'd be
the
awesome.
mountains.
Like in a year's time, your anniversary. That would be.
That's probably something more like 5 years from now.
Definitely, but like
1 year. But yeah, I definitely agree. Like the start goal will be the same as the end goal. We just want to build a beautiful community here.
Anyway, guys, so that's all for this podcast at the moment. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping in. You know, stopping by, enjoying it with us as much as we are enjoying it. But definitely, thank you so much for stopping by. But we want to see you guys in the next video. It would be absolutely amazing to continue this introduction and then the next topics. And, you know, building a community with you guys and being there for you guys.
Yeah, just if you guys are interested in this positive masculinity type thing we're trying to promote, just make sure you follow us. And just if you have any topics you want us to cover, if you're going through anything you want us to just discuss, just comment down below. We'll be more than happy to help. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Peace,
guys.